Hello everyone and welcome back. This video is going to be pretty exciting as we will be testing our development we did so far on a massive scale. First things first, our vehicle has been upgraded with a new set of wheels. They are freely available on Asset Store and I'll put up a link in the description. And also the vehicle body itself is a little broader, which will place our wheel colliders further apart and slightly increase the stability. Let's begin. The purpose here is to identify loopholes, performance issues, and areas we can enhance. To do that, we will follow an AI car along with 50 other AI cars, all driving towards common destination, which is on the other side of this massive 100 square kilometer terrain. I have prefab instances placed manually, and the vehicle we are following and cheering for this race is going to be one of them. Let's give it a different color so it is easy to differentiate. To keep things interesting, let's slightly increase the max speed and max acceleration values as well. Okay, let's hit play and then we will discuss. Okay, so as you can see, we have completely chaotic behavior. Our vehicles are trying to reach Namesh agents and constantly overshooting. Why? Because our Namesh agents are not moving as they do not have destination yet, even though we did assign destination in the start method. This is because path to destination will not be available until few frames later, and doing this calculation for every agent takes time. Let's quickly make a very small alteration to our code to get better understanding of what's happening. We will start moving our vehicle only when the Namesh agent has valid path. We are in the AI Drive entity class. If you have not watched my previous videos, seeing the code now might make you feel a little uneasy. I can assure you that it is all not that hard to understand what is going on here. Do watch my previous videos now as it can help you understand how we came to this point. There is a link in the description. Okay, let's hit play again and see what happens. Let's switch to scene view. Yeah, so vehicles are starting to move one after the other as soon as their Namesh agent has a valid path. This is how set destination call works for a large number of agents, and having a large terrain amplifies this problem. We already have our first bottleneck here. Ideally speaking, if we only consider just the navigation part, we would want the path calculation happening on worker threads too. This is something we may have to worry about. I will put up all my findings in a slide towards the end of this video. Okay, we are moving now. Let's maximize the game viewport. Although the speed is not physically accurate as we are not using time.delta time, at least not yet, to calculate our achievable speed, this should test our model pretty well. That was a good pass. We kind of have a natural looking local collision avoidance behavior. It is not stiff like Namesh agent. This is because we fortunately have a way to control this to a certain extent by tuning the max distance value we defined, which specifies how far the agent can be from our car. The lower it is, stiffer the vehicle movement appears. On the other hand, if it is too high, the navigation will not be believable. So we have to be careful with this one. Here is another problem. We are currently not moving the agent if it ventures too far from our vehicle. which is exactly what we wrote, but we are not specifying in which manner. Meaning, there are so many ways our agent can move away from our vehicle. This will be true if vehicle is going too fast and performs a jump and momentum carries the vehicle away from the agent. So in such circumstances, our vehicle comes back to the norm mesh and only then will actual movement resume. As you saw, it is kind of unnatural, so we have to think about this one through as well. Steering is applied while the vehicle is still in the air, which leads to sudden turn after it lands. We are also not sensing any obstacles to apply brakes. We will try and add logic to somehow intelligently set drive parameters. This requires some thinking, but we can live with it for now. That was a big jump and a good recovery as well. Our vehicle is so stable because of finely tuned suspension and slightly lowered center of gravity. You have to play around to get the desired behavior, but it is worth it. These are very important factors, and that's the reason we are so upright even after jumps. Speaking of upright, we currently don't have any logic to flip our vehicle right side up if it topples. That's another thing to do. There is our destination. So we did not make it to the podium, but 5th place after starting last is impressive. And yeah, we need some stopping distance as well. Hopefully I did not bite more than what I could chew here, but we will try and tackle one problem at a time. It is going to be fun and challenging. Okay, let's get to work now. We have loads of things to do. Let me know your thoughts and thank you for watching. I will see you soon in the next video. Until then, have fun.